Hey folks, just real quick wanna show you. I kinda finished the knife for CliffStamp, my Excalibur, with the hidden tank and closed tank. Now it's not the prettiest one, but that's the long story. Cliff doesn't care about how it looks, so I'm trying to do it as, you know, as cheap as I can. Cut the corners and all that stuff. It's just the pure tool just to get this knife, because I really want to get this knife for him so he can compare it to all that other really cool big blades that he has. So no pretty finish. I just did real quick with the Scotch-Brite and with the finer belts. Just got rid of as much as I can the vertical lines. And only reason is not the looks, just the corrosion, to give him little smoother finish, so he doesn't have no rusting unnecessary in the pits, you know, in the grind lines. Otherwise I would leave it. If it was a little different steel other than O1, I would just leave it, even with those like slight grind marks that way. I would just leave them. But if you look up close, you can still see them towards the edge. I just didn't want to go the way I do it with the grinder. I don't want to go to the edge too close, and you see it here close to the handle. You see those grind lines there. Minor stuff, just the looks. Also the handle isn't the most beautiful one. And what I did actually, I scrubbed that the crazy glue, sanded it down again, leave the roughest finish as I can, you know, with just the rough sanding sponge. I just, you see, I purposely did like grind lines there. And what I actually did, I wanted to see, I took a file and just did like a basic checkering on both sides up front here, because back here you really don't need nothing. There is, the hand is, and the back grip, the chopping grip, the hand is so secure there that you don't need nothing. But when you're up front here, it probably will help a little bit to have that little extra checkering there. Even though you have that nice finger choil, it's a little different than on my regular models. It's not as deep, the finger choil, which I don't know, we'll see. It doesn't like that index finger there, but if I would go any deeper I would hit the metal, which would, you know, kinda mess up the whole purpose of hidden tank. So round out the spine all the way from the handle, so Cliff can do his overhand, you know, over grip. I don't know how he calls it, I always forget. You know, when he goes like this for a choke up kinda, but you hold it in the regular way and you kinda go choke up, and it does work nice. It has a very good geometry, cutting geometry. It's pretty much, the whole thing is zero grind all the way up from the top, full high convex. There's slight micro bevel. I did grind it like complete zero grind, but then I said it's gonna be too big on the edge. And I put the slight micro bevel, super small one here on this section, little steeper one here on the chopping section here, but it still is a quite nice performer. Cuts really well. It has a nice and lean grind, and still strong enough. Let me just show you real quick. That leftover from that floor, hardwood flooring. Oh man, it's going everywhere. She's gonna kill me. So it chops real well, no damage on the edge, because the edge is, and this should be actually much more harder than Cliff actually does. So I kind of did set it up for Cliff specifically. I know that he likes thin grinds. I know he knows how to use the knife, so I know that he's not gonna be prying and stuff like that with it. So I know that he can have a knife with such a nice and lean grind, and he lives in similar woods like we do, with pretty much mostly softer pines, and not so much of a really dry oak and like really dry hardwoods. So he should like it. I do like how it feels in the hand. It's very nice. It's 33 and a half ounces, so not very heavy. Balance point about 1.5 inches from my index finger. So it actually did end up being very similar to my original Excalibur with the regular full tang handle. Even though, I mean, this is a full tang handle, it's just enclosed, so it has little metal taken off from both side stub and button, so I could fit those kind of wood there. That's what I was talking about. It's not the prettiest handle, you've seen this before, but overall feels good in the hand. It's pretty much the same exact thing what my original Excaliburs were, or the original one and the 2.0. It is the same blade. It has that handle from the 2.0 that I can go back all the way and have really heavy chopping tool, or I can just go up front here and just have a nice knife. It's not that heavy, it's not that awkward, it's actually pretty nice to work with. You have nice speed in the wrist and everything. So I'm curious to see how this will hold up. Of course I'm gonna be testing it first myself before I'll send it to him, and we'll see how he likes it. Hopefully he will like it as much as I did mine. It does have good chopping power, definitely has a good chopping power. You see it was just wrist flicks and again down here on the floor. So there it is. Hope you will like it, Cliff. So I think it's gonna go first to Nebulax 1, 2, 3. He's gonna hook Cliff up with some leather sheet for it, and of course Bruce will play with it a little too. So this more or less, because there is not much to show here for you guys. It's really crudely finished blade and everything, but it's more or less for Cliff, so he sees where we stand at this project. And it's definitely something I don't want to do again. That hidden tang is annoying because I don't know, it was first time for me. I might handle it a little better next time, but this time it was pretty rough and pretty frustrating. So thanks for watching, guys, take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.